2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Greetings, everyone. Tonight, the Portland Trail Blazers against the Utah Jazz out at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Well, for the Jazz, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And we're going to see All-Star Damian Lillard, one of the league's top scorers and a great leader, Kenny.
Great leader, deep range, and he's got that trigger. Bang! He could just, like, from anywhere at any time. You think he's running the offense, and all of a sudden, bang, he pulls up right in your face.
Look, he's got game. He got bars, too. You guys hear his album, Ernie?
Oh, Dame Dollar.
Oh,
No joke.
What was that? My favorite song in there? Man, I got to look up the name.
Don't say it. Legal's not going to clear it.
Oh, yeah. Just hold it.
Okay.
Kevin Harlan will have the call. That was the name of the song. Kevin Harlan will have the call.
Bars.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Jazz. Right now they've compiled the sixth best record in the conference. And of course, Portland, 4.5 games behind.
And for the Trailblazers, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, the Utah Jazz tries to keep their players happy by financially incentivizing them. Contract bonuses include on-the-court performance, physical fitness, and off-season workouts. The team's general manager said, "To be a significant program, we need to be great defensively and with individual development. The bonuses are created with those goals in mind." Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And Smitty, once again, teams are switching defensively more than ever. As a side benefit, does that help defenders, you think, preserve some energy and some stamina for the game?
Yeah, I think it does, Kevin. I really think if you have the personnel to be able to switch. Some teams don't, and I think they're copycat leagues, and you see the championship level teams switching, so you think you can. There are some teams, they just got to flat out come out and trap, rotate, and understand, give up shots to guys that you don't shoot a high percentage and live with that, because sometimes, especially big guys, they put them on an island, and it's just not fair.
Good point. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Kent Bazemore is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, home in the paint. And for the Jazz, Donovan Mitchell is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 4 spot. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. Outside, Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Anthony.
And Bogdanovich, clever at finding ways to get to the line. Love seeing the aggression come out here with the defense.
And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovich has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The two things that held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Mitchell with it. Buries it down low.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Now, here's Lillard. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Now Mitchell. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami. Just 5 to shoot. Fires it up. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
They grab their own miss. Whiteside. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
The pass to Mitchell. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Bogdanovich. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. It's good.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
O'Neal against McCollum. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Gobert finds Mitchell. And here's Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. From deep.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by McCollum. And that makes it a tie ball game.
When he gets the ball in that close with Whiteside's length, I don't know how you stop him.
Mitchell looking it over. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Rudy Gobert getting it done off contact. Love the increase in his focus on the offensive end.
Now here's Bazemore. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Passes it to McCollum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. Bogdanovich with it. Here's Mitchell. No good from outside.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
And here is O'Neal. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Outside, Bogdanovich. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. And it's blocked.
Quick off the floor. Beautiful standing reach. Bazemore surprising you with the block.
Anthony's shot is off.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait. But you can't blame him.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. And Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
Lillard against Mitchell. With the teardrop, and Lillard lays it up and in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Bazemore. Banked in off the glass.
Good luck keeping pace with Baze in transition. He is built for that.
Jazz trail by 4.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far. But as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Smitty, Snyder also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the board. Rudy Gobert, 3rd. The 4th spot held by Hassan Whiteside.
Guys, we're lucky to get to watch 2 of the league's most outstanding rebounders on the same court here today.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Clock is at 3. Here's O'Neal. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Anthony down low. He is covered by Bogdanovich. And that one's good, Anthony.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Mitchell, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
You know, because Donovan Mitchell is so explosive, few guys have the energy, the effort, and the discipline to guard him on a nightly basis.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Smitty, when things get heated between 2 players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because of strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
There's the pass to McCollum. Here's the floater. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Nice shot by Gobert.
Hey, let's give Rudy Gobert some credit for putting in the work. He can now hit the mid-range jumper.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. Mitchell against Lillard to the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He misses the free throw. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
And the second free throw, good.
It's hard to intimidate Whiteside because he's usually the guy on the end doing the intimidating.
Clarkson bounce pass. Davis finds Moutier. 13 feet away. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now here's Little. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Whiteside, no good. Utah trailing here. Here's Niang. And it's Davis at the elbow. Kicks it to Moutier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Ingles.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And that one misses.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bradley's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Labissiere's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
And it only promises to get better coming into this season. These two squads are very evenly matched, and each game between them should be a blast to watch. One sign of a great playmaker hitting his man in stride.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot clock at 6. The 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Clarkson with the ball. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Tipped away. Now here's Little. And it's blocked by Bradley. Passes it to Clarkson. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang. And the Jazz lead by 1. Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. McCollum passes to Simons. There's a minute 47 left in the first. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. That shot misses. The Jazz go the other way with it.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Moutier. Here's Davis. Here's Bradley. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bradley's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Simons, the pass to Labissiere. Dishes it to McCollum.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. Azania, he's checked in for Anthony Tolliver. And so McCollum nails both of them. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Bradley dishes to Moutier. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Simons. 8 points his last outing. McCollum outside. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 8 points.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Pass to Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Niang picks to Moutier. Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Davis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now McCollum. He's got 8. From outside the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Rudy Gobert talks about his expectations for the team.
Every year I want to keep getting better, and
People didn't really believe in our team a few years ago. They were kind of, laughing at us. When I say I want to win a championship, people are laughing. But I believe that we're going to win a championship.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking. And, Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Labissiere out there with Hazonia. And it's Simons in at point guard.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
McCollum outside. Shoots over Clarkson. McCollum no good. Jazz leading by 4. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Moutier against McCollum. Pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Labissiere. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Defensively, Smitty, why do we see more full-court press in college than we do in the NBA?
You know, the guards are better at the NBA level, and I think also your 5-man, who usually a guy who can't bring it up, they're pretty good at the NBA level. Just overall, Kevin, the skill level at the NBA level is better at college, so you can't really trap guys and pick on one guy who's not equipped.
A free throw good from Moutier. Trailblazers trail by 5. And the pass to Carmelo. It's stolen by Bradley. In transition, here come the Jazz. Ingles with the ball. He kicks it to Moutier. Back to Ingles. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Simons. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Carmelo Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here's Ingles. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami, taken away by Anthony. Jumps up, and it's Anthony with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Here's Moutier. Portland making their last shot. Clock at 6. Davis, the pass to O'Neal. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And the Jazz lead by 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Labissiere. 8 points his last outing. Simons. Second chance shot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And there it is for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans. Moutier kicks to Ingles. Back to Moutier. Pass to Davis. From 11 feet away, it's a hand on it. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they continue to control the glass.
And here is Hezonja. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's O'Neal. And it's Portland with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Hard to keep the consistency going, which I guess is the very definition of consistency. Keep it going.
For the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Bradley. Bogdanovich comes in for Davis, and it's Mitchell in for Emmanuel Moutier. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Labissiere, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Whiteside. First in blocks, fourth in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Good on the second free throw. Steve, so many talented players in the league. Sometimes there's frustration over the lack of playing time. For instance, you look at the Celtics last year. Prime example.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, Kevin, you can have too much talent at the same positions and also style of play. You need some guys that can do other things that be effective on the court versus just scoring the basketball, and I think that's the reason why the Celtics ran into some trouble last year.
Yeah, the defender all over him. And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade, a chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good from Whiteside. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. It's a 5-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
It was just an off game for them, to say the least, but to almost pull it out was impressive in its own right.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Another miss by Utah.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. He dishes it to O'Neal. Lets it go with a 3. The Jazz with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 3. Hazonia finds Bazemore. Hazonia on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Portland making a change here. Tolliver's checked in. Both free throws good from Anthony. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got his third basket of the night right there.
Only 6'3", Mitchell wins inside because he's explosive and fearless.
Bazemore misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. So it's Portland now after the basket by Utah.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Now here's Bazemore. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his third foul of the game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Lillard against Mitchell. Shoots over Lillard.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Here's Bogdanovich.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
That one misses.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Lillard scanning the floor. Tries again. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
Ingles kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. Another shot. They shoot again. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 6.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. You know, it's tougher to get recognition in a small market like Utah, Smitty. Rudy Gobert says he has to do 3 times as much to draw attention.
And at the same time, his focus is still on team and winning. His leadership is very important to them.
For the Jazz, George Niang, he's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for O'Neal. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Kent Bazemore. Now here's McCollum. 20 points for him last game against New Orleans. Little passes to Lillard. Trying to end the drought. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Mitchell's got the lead up to 9 now for Utah.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Back to McCollum from downtown. But they'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off target with his 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Utah. McCollum right side. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got 10 points.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by Utah.
The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Right side up top. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans.
He was a shot-blocking nightmare out there. 4 blocks on the game and some altar shots as well.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Clarkson against McCollum. Poked loose. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Gobert. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Heat in Miami.
And his shot blocking almost single-handedly changed the game. No one wanted to put up a shot with him lurking.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mitchell against Lillard. Back to Whiteside. Gobert with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Lillard. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 5.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And so it's Utah in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too. They missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it harder.
Got to make them feel it. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. Defensively and offensively, they improved quite a bit in the second quarter. and they've got a nice 8-point halftime lead to show for it. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling fight paint. Shaquille.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Utah leading by 8. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Jazz. We got Joe Ingles, Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's O'Neal in at the shooting guard position. Count it. 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 6. Anthony nowhere around. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Utah shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Gobert. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Mitchell against Lillard. Jazz passing it around. Shoots it. Kept alive.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Bazemore, and it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
You know, he's gotten to the top of that list because he has a terrific sense and touch around the basket. He just finds ways to convert low post opportunities.
13 feet away. No good there. The Jazz go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. That's tipped. Whiteside with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here's McCollum. The rebound by the Jazz. Mitchell right side. Good D by McCollum.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Jazz leading by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Kicks it to Bazemore. There's the dish to Anthony. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them. The Jazz have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, Mitchell missing. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in field goal percentage, third in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. That free throw good from Anthony. Labissiere's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Both good from the line that time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. O'Neal against McCollum. Has to Gobert. Six on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. They get it back. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Scooped up for the tie, and that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Second shot opportunity, and Bogdanovich with a finish inside. Bogdanovich has got 7 points.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
The pass to Simons. Here's McCollum. And again, it's Portland converted.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. To Mitchell. The 15-footer, good. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
So difficult to defend. Mitchell can stretch you out to 3, beat you at the rim, and everything in between.
Now here's McCollum. 14 points for him. Inside. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. Here's O'Neal. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 4-point Jazz lead. The Trailblazers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And the 7-foot Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year.
They call him the Stifle Tower. He's the anchor, the foundation of this team. He changes the complexion of the game when he occupies the paint.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
He is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
For the Jazz, Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell. Portland also making some changes. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Labissiere. And it's Hezonja in for Kent Bazemore. Now here's McCollum. 14 points for him. Good, nice job down low. McCollum's got 16.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Moutier dishes to O'Neal. Here's Gobert. It's tipped. Here's Simons. Lays it up off the glass. Simons has got his second bucket of the night.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Moutier against McCollum. Moutier pass to Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony. For Utah, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that one falls for Davis. And the Jazz making a change here. Niang's checked in. Little, he's checked in for Portland. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Niang. Gobert with it. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Davis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Bradley's checked in for Utah. Free throw good, Davis. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. McCollum outside. Shoots over Clarkson. Tolliver for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Clarkson against McCollum. Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw. The Trailblazers have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. And good that time. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Moutier. He's got 6. Here's Clarkson. A rebound by Hazanya. Hazanya's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Little gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Got a hand on it. And here's McCollum. And there's Little. That's good on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Niang. He kicks it to Clarkson. Moutier with the ball. Passes to Davis. Lock at 6. A 3. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Clarkson.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And a moment now to see the numbers for McCollum. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, putting up about 22 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently delivering you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
They throw good, McCollum. And the Jazz with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Bradley. Bogdanovich comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Mitchell in for Emmanuel Moutier. And so McCollum nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Niang kicks to Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
First free throw is good.
Really a sponge. Donovan Mitchell watches a ton of film, accepts coaching, and applies it. A big part of his rise to stardom.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And Mitchell drops them both. And the early success of Mitchell speaks to his ability to absorb and take coaching.
Yes, credit that coaching staff, putting him in position to succeed, helping him also to develop. His decision-making is growing game by game.
And they take the lead. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
Here's Niang, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. 22 points for C.J. McCollum.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taken advantage of what the defense allows.
Clarkson with the ball. Tolliver on him. Shot's good by Clarkson.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Mitchell against Lillard. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Push, push, push the basketball and get out of his way. Donovan Mitchell, fantastic on the break.
Lillard against Mitchell. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Mitchell. Gobert, great positioning on the putback. And it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 7. The 15-footer, and again it's Utah.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clarkson against McCollum. Gobert with the block, and he's able to get it back. Mitchell outside. And they pick up 2. Mitchell's got 12 points in just the second half.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And we've reached the end of the third. Utah out in front as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Little out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low.
So many of Whiteside's points, they come on dunks.
Jazz leading by 7. Mitchell right side. Pass to Bogdanovich. Clarkson on the wing. Shoots. Grabs the rebound again. This kind of effort is amazing.
And he will not be denied.
Here's Bazemore. Utah with the rebound. Mitchell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bogdanovich passes to Clarkson. Off target from the wing. Trailblazers trail by 7. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bazemore finds Lillard. And that one swishes right in.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Niang. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Whiteside. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's Little finishing it off.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
Clarkson against McCollum. Unloads from 13. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the Jazz call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for the Jazz. O'Neal comes in for Clarkson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Bogdanovich against Bazemore. To the paint. Here's Anthony. He blocks it again. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Bazemore finds Lillard to take the lead. Here's Whiteside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Bogdanovich. Misses and the dry spell continues.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Back to McCollum. This is to Lillard. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 5th assist in this one. Utah trailing here. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Bazemore, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You see Bazemore has the courage to take and make these contested jumpers.
McCollum against O'Neal, and Gobert gets to O'Neal. The pass to Mitchell. A 3-ball. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Another miss by Utah. Trailblazers leading by 4. It's Anthony with the drive. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. And rebounds again.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Here's Lillard. Passes it to McCollum. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Find the lane. Find the lane. Good shot.
Throw good, McCollum. Jazz trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time.
Oh!
He went I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Now here's Whiteside. Lillard shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
throw good, Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling, and Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built.
All free throws good from Lillard.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Offensive rebound and slam dunk by Gobert. And now he has a triple-double. 10 points, 24 rebounds, and 11 blocks. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Anthony. And yes, it's good. Anthony's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
The little things that make a difference. Whiteside staying alert, open man, makes the right basketball play.
Mitchell. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Saturday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
High character kid, well spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
And Mitchell drops them both. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Mitchell. Back to Whiteside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know, fouling Whiteside in there used to be a good strategy. Not anymore. He's improved his free throw shooting quite a bit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Jazz trail by 8. Now Mitchell. He dishes it to Gobert. And here is Ingles. Back to Gobert. Excellent D there from Anthony.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now, here's Mitchell, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell, puts it up from 12. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists now tonight. Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Whiteside. Here's McCollum. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Bogdanovich left side. Bazemore against Ingles. The dish to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. And that one hits back iron.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Second chance shot. Lillard misses. Jazz trail by 8. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Anthony. And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Trailblazers leading by 7. Dishes to Lillard. He feeds it to Whiteside. Bucket is good. Whiteside's got 6 in the quarter.
Good job by Whiteside. Because of the way he plays, he usually draws a crowd.
To the inside, and stolen by Bazemore. To the paint. Lillard against Mitchell. Lillard, right side. Drops in the layup for 2. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Gobert to the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on C.J. McCollum. That's good from O'Neal. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. O'Neal hits them both. Now a timeout called by Portland. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Hassan Whiteside.
And guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Again with the block.
What a defensive performance. 12 blocks.
Well, he's shutting them down right now. Bogdanovich passes to O'Neal, and it's in there.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Little with the ball. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And there's Little. That's good on the assist by Anthony. And that's 13 points for Nasir Little. Jazz trail by 10. Mitchell outside. The feed now to Gobert. And he lays it straight in.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Now here's Lillard. And that one, good. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
.152 left in the game. A floater, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Little passes to Lillard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Free throws good from Lillard. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Misses from short range. Jazz trail by 11. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Portland.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
It's all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But in particular, a real good game it was for Hassan Whiteside.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
Here's Mitchell. Off target from outside. And here are the Trailblazers now. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Here's Little. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.